Hello, let's have fun tonight. So, my niece chewed me out because she said that I'm only showing my mediumship abilities, but more is always good at giving me marketing advice. So, I'm a psychic, I'm a medium, I'm a healer, I channel, life coach, spiritual teacher. I came here to make this place better. So, anything that I share with you, you're meant to share with others. Make the world a better place, one person at a time. Let's ripple it out, okay? We got enough nasty people out there. Um, we don't want tit for tat. We don't want revenge. We want to send love out. The more love that we can open our hearts and share with others, have compassion, have kindness. So, if you have any psychic questions tonight, you need some guidance for a particular situation. It could be now the time to move, get a house. Hello, Miss Karen, Kiki. So thank you for jumping on. Hi, Laura. Oh, thank you, Laura. You're a great person too.
Mhm.
So I really want to talk about that because there's been a lot of conversation, and I know Marty Luke is up first. Hello, Tiffany. So when Marty jumps on, I'll talk to her. She's scheduled two different sessions with me. So if you want
Mhm.
to ask a question or anything, it could be psychic. It can be in regard to life coaching because I do have a program for that. Mini reading. What is that? Oh, that's you,
Yeah,
right?
$10. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm like, what the hell's up there
Yeah.
now? So
If anyone hasn't prepaid and they want to have a reading, that's how you have one. Just go to
thank you.
PayPal.me. Yeah,
So,
pay with some dollars.
it's always great to talk to our loved ones to get closure and stuff. I did a very beautiful reading today.
Hi, Karen.
I
Hi,
did a
Brad.
very beautiful reading today with someone that their father was taken from them very fast. And, we all know what's going around. So, that the mediumship readings are good for that. Like this young woman was there, but she physically wasn't there, but she was. It was a complication. And it was beautiful because her dad, like, I didn't know the situation. I said, your dad said he heard you. You weren't physically there, like next to him, but he heard you. And sure as anything, she validated. Oh, Marty's on.
Yeah,
She's on
Marty's
the
here.
other
Mhm.
side of the window because of COVID. She wasn't allowed in. And just understand that if they're in the coma, they can hear you. I thought this was so cool that she was like in a separate room and he validated, like he told me what she said and I repeated it to her. So it's just really wild. I love that kind of validation. So I believe Marty wanted messages from her mom or dad. I just want to make sure about that. And you said in regard to a particular situation. Is that correct, Marty? And is there one more than the other? Because let's see who we can grab on a rope. But is there one parent that maybe was more your rock, like your dad or something, that you wanted me to go to first? So I'm gonna wait for her to put that up. And as far as the like spiritual development side, life coaching, things like that, just there's so much. Jamie's helping me out with adding a private area onto my website for subscription. So some of it's going to be me blogging about spiritual matters. Um, she wrote yes. That's cool.
Mhm.
Is that a yes to dad? I'm thinking that's what she's saying.
Mhm.
Yep,
Dad.
knew it.
Yes. Mhm.
The only reason why I knew it is because that's what I got. Like, oh, the dad is the
Mm.
rock. Okay, let me just. That's white light, the highest and greatest of all. Molly's dad's here. Okay, I'm getting that your dad is here. First thing out of his mouth is "Hi, honey." I'm a little surprised because I didn't have to pull any teeth with this gentleman. I'm hearing I'm an old pro. It'd be helpful if I started the clock, huh? So anyway, so okay. Oh, she wrote
Yes.
yes.
Mhm.
Okay, so Marty, he's telling me that you're making a lot of changes in your life right now to the point like you're kind of starting over. Is what he's telling me. Okay, all right, Marty. I haven't seen you in years. But what he's telling me, it's like your recent situation, what you've been doing lately. I'm going like this back and forth with my fingers because I'm hearing like like it ran its course, like it didn't serve you anymore. It's time to like go to the next step. It's time for change. Not sure what he's saying. Um, like flying under the radar, like you've been. He's got a lot to say. I he's saying that you've been doing this because you're very comfortable letting others take the spotlight. And he's like, she steps back. She's more comfortable, like in the shadows and stuff like that. That sounds kind of weird, but he just means not the spotlight. Okay, we're getting some more
Hmm.
yeses.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. It's like it's time to step on your own, like be out there, be seen. You have something to say. But it's like he's your champion, like you're my girl. You have something to say. Sound like the sweetest thing ever. He's reminiscing. He's gone back to when you were little and he's just saying sweetest thing ever. He also touched his chest and put his hand on his chest and goes, "You have my blessing." What the heck are you up to, Marty? It just feels like new beginnings. Like I asked to see a card, and that's what it looks like, new beginnings. So if you can give me a little more, you know, prompting, or if you have any questions for you to have, like any direct questions. See, that's why I want to really have that other thing we're talking about, where I can see them like I can see you, because I don't
Yeah.
like the downtime of waiting.
That's
So
right.
let's see. Let me see what else this man has to say.
Mhm.
Marty, are you thinking about selling something? Like a personal possession? Okay. Do I see a bunch of yes? Whoa, okay, you're moving the end of April. But are you thinking of selling something? Just like when you're moving, I don't know if you're moving out of state or something. Are you thinking about like selling your vehicle? Like what's going on here? What are you getting rid of? That's pretty good. So, but
Mhm.
any health
Yeah.
blocks to moving forward? Any
Mhm.
health blocks to moving forward? Hmm,
Mhm.
interesting. Okay, I think she means not really.
Yeah.
Okay, so any health blocks for Marty to move? I'm getting no, but I also heard like you got serious. So I don't know if you had something happen where you stopped messing around. Almost like you really tuned in or something. Oh, getting rid of a lot. Okay, okay. But what about your car? So just if you could tell me something about that, your car in particular. But hmm, okay. I'm not particularly familiar with Seminole, but I'm getting that it's gonna be a good fit. And I keep hearing you need change, you need change. I'm also asking if you're easily going. Okay, how do I say this? If everything. Okay, so we just did the first round for her. Let's do the second. The first thing that I'm getting, Marty, is that like the things that you will need to do, it's going to come to you easily. Okay, that's good that you're not planning on. He said don't get rid of the car. I don't know what that's he brought it up. So I don't know if you're having issues or something, but that's something that your dad did a shout out. But it's going to be not as complicated as you think. Oh, you lucky dog. Yeah. So that's what I'm getting. This is going to be a very good move. It's going to be easy. Everything falling in. Hi, Cindy. Um, so yeah, things are going to fall into place. I'm getting you're going to be very happy there. That's excellent. Now, Marty, did you want to let's say thank you, Dad, for coming through. Did you want to tap into Mom? I know that we got Dad, but which way did you want to go? Let me just see. I'm just asking if you're going to get healthier than you are right now. Okay, so no, I'm getting yes, you are going to get healthier, and he said she's not ready to join me. So you have time. Let's see. I'm not sure what she's saying great to, but that's cool. All right, so what else? I'm just yeah, I'm talking to your mom right now. That's why I'm quiet. Um, this is just what I'm hearing. Like, I wish I could emulate her voice, but it's kind of like, hello, dear. Like, not quite that, but it's a very different style. Hello, dear. And she's like, I just wanted to tell you, your father and I, like, that's what I'm hearing. But we're very proud of you. But her energy, like, where your father's a gabber, I feel like she's just getting right to the point and saying, like, I don't know, it's just a different vibe. But she's saying that we're very happy for you. We approve. They like that you're going there. I don't know why they're both saying it's time, like that you change your situation. They both feel that. Like things were good while they were good, but it's time for change. She's doing like I'm happy that you're doing this. But I feel if both of these people would be in the room, it would be your dad that would do most of the talking to you. Is there anything that you want to ask mom before I move on to the next person? She's oh, I wonder like if maybe you take after her a little bit. Because she said I'm more of a background person. So, because, yeah, I could see that. Because your dad seems like he could walk into a crowd and talk to anyone. I get that. So I just want to see, because we're wrapping this one up. So thank you to her both our parents for coming through. I really appreciate that. We thank you for speaking clearly, especially dad. You did a great job. So thank you. Marty, I'm just curious, because your dad was such an old pro, is this something that you've done quite a bit with him? Like had mediums talk to him? Because he doesn't feel like this is his first time. It was excellent. Mom just feels like she'd rather let him talk. So anyway, I'm just gonna quick check my email James for a sec to make sure no payments are coming through,
Yeah,
and then we
sure.
can talk about some of the things that are going to be on the back end. What do you think?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Okay.
Oh, see, I'm
Oh,
glad
here we go.
I'm glad I checked.
Yeah. hmm Yeah.
Okay, hold on a second. Let's
Okay.
see.
Moira. Mora. Sorry, I always pronounce it as Mora. Hello, Mora.
Okay, so Miss Tiffany. Okay,
Okay. Right.
live reading. Okay, so let's go over.
So, so you're gonna read for Tiffany?
Yes. What is more?
Okay.
Hey,
Are you here?
Laura.
If you want to comment if you're here, Tiffany, and then we'll know that you're ready. And Sophia says hello.
Hi, Sophia. So let me see if I can see Tiffany on here at all.
Okay.
I mean, and she just recently paid, so I'm not really. Tiffany, are you on? There she
Yeah.
is.
Here we go.
Can tell me about my future. Oh, nice.
hmm
All right, so this is going to be more of a psychic thing. All right. So we'll dive into psychic, and then you tell me at the second round if you want to stay in the psychic part, if you want to do the mediumship with Stacy, okay? Okay, Tiff, this is what I'm seeing. It's like a visual. What I'm seeing, like you're breaking out. The arms are going up. It's like breaking out of the egg, or breaking out of the constraints, getting out of your comfort zone. Again, seems like tonight's theme might be time for change, time for change. Okay. All right. You're at, what I'm hearing is you're at a pivotal point because it seems like you've been doing the same thing for a while now, doing the same thing. Things are very comfortable, like it's familiar, and it's okay. Like everything's okay. So this way, you know what I mean? It's kind of hard to make change when everything's okay. If it really stinks, then we're more prompted to make change, right? But if it's not, yes, yes. So when it's not that shitty, it seems easier to stick with the status quo. But the problem is we're not fulfilled when we just go along with things. And I'm hearing two different things. It's time to break out your spiritual muscle. I'm hearing that you know how to do this, but you kind of shut down a little bit. Maybe you pulled back from it a little bit. But I know they were talking about things that were outside of spiritual. It felt more like your passion, um, things that you're good at. And I don't mean like, oh, go ride a bike more. No, I'm talking about with creation, like whatever gifts that you have. Time to get back into it. Get back on the horse, and I don't want to even say maybe take it to a new level. So, are you like have you been working in the field the way that you desire to do it? I don't know if you're still writing, but are you doing what makes you happy? Or is that something you had walked away from? Because I'm hearing something needs to be expressed. Let me just sit a little more into it. Hmm. Okay. Okay. Yeah. It's time to get back up and it pull away from noise. That's the other thing that I'm hearing. Pull away from noise, pull away from the distraction. Because when you're doing, it seems like when you do things with your hands, like you go places. That might be also what they're talking about. When you're spiritual, you have depth, and you go places. Like just like for me, when I'm walking, it's walking meditation. There are many other things that I also want to do that I'm afraid to do because I don't want to do alone. Okay, that's really important. Okay, now you're afraid to do it. Like, are we talking about like dangerous behavior, or we're talking about it's out of your comfort zone? Because remember, I saw the arms breaking out of the shell, Tiffany. And if I'm reading this right, you're saying because you're bored, like you've been closed up too much. Okay, you're locked in your cage. If you're waiting for someone to step into your life so you could do all the stuff that you want to do, stop right there. Okay. I don't know what the hell that means, but okay. What I'm getting though, Tip, is I'm not looking at a mom relationship, okay? That's not what I'm addressing here. If you're waiting for someone to step into your life, whether it's a really close platonic friend, whether it's a romantic thing, somebody to do things with like that way, not with mom, the life lesson here is you have to become comfortable in your own skin. You have to be able, all right, we did 5 minutes, but this is important. You're limiting yourself by not doing the things that make you really happy because you're waiting for someone to do them with you. Trust me, I know. So once you start being comfortable in your own skin and you can be anywhere and it doesn't matter if people are looking at you, that's their issue, not yours. Trust me, start living your life because even though it's uncomfortable at first, it becomes exhilarating that you can go on vacation by yourself, the movies, out to dinner, because you know what? We wait around, we waste so much time waiting for that person to come forward, even if it's a friend. Like, oh, I don't want to do this. Like, I used to miss movies like the whole time, even when I went to movie theaters for months at a time, because I was waiting for somebody to go with. I don't wait for people anymore. If somebody wants to join me, and to be honest with you, it's kind of fun to do things on your own because less compromise. Let's see what she said. Yes, I understand. I'm looking for someone, but I also know I can do alone. It's okay. But I'm feeling major discomfort from you. We have our coach on the line, Miss Mora. But yeah, Mora has been through a lot and she's learned a lot, so her advice is excellent. Now, I don't believe you, Tiffany. You may do it, but I enjoy spending time with myself to the point where it's a little selfish because it feels so good. So, um, and really, that's when things come into your life. Once you don't need something, because that's like a law of the universe. I want it, I want it, I want it, I need it, I need it, I need it. Cindy, aw, happy birthday, John. Today's his birthday? Okay. Cindy, I haven't spoken to you in years. Um, you're Paula's sister, aren't you? Like, if you could just reply to that. But happy birthday to my cousin John. I did not realize it was his birthday. Yesterday was Frank's 1 year anniversary.
A lot
Yes.
of people are born in March, aren't they? I
Yeah.
noticed that all over the world. I don't know what that's about.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Cindy. So cousin John is a person that said hello to me one time when I thought it was somebody else that I was living with. Okay, so let's get back to Miss Tiffany. So yeah, when we want something, we desire something, we're reaching for it. That's not the energy that attracts it to us. It's That's not one of the laws because it keeps it away. And you have to watch the way you state things. Like, I am in love, if you want to do say something like that, or I am in a healthy relationship. Not that I want to be in a healthy relationship because you'll stay in that state. So you want to do it like I am, and you want the feeling behind it, not just I am in love. I am. No, you have to feel the joy. I am abundant. You have to feel it. So, Tip, you're there, but I feel like you've been dormant. It's spring, and I just saw this. It's like you're still under the dirt. It's time for you to pop through. I'm not. You've been dormant. Come back to the surface. The sun is shining. Get back out there. Live your life. But it wasn't all just fun. Meaning, when they were talking about your passion professionally, I'm getting you're supposed to get back out there, and I feel like to the next level. So that's what I feel like you're supposed to be doing. And you start really nurturing yourself and coming back to life instead of like the flag half mast. That's when things will start. You have to show up. Okay, good question. Do you want to date yourself right now? Meaning, like, if the person was just like you, does that seem exciting to you? Would that be something that you were really looking for? Because you want to be the person that you want to be with. Aw, I'm sorry that you're sick, honey. All right. How about let me do a quick healing on you. That the other doors of the universe will open for the universe. That means that the universe understanding of the spiritual past, present, future, realms of dimension. That means that the words and present allowing us to practice and visualize dimension. That is okay. You will be, Tiffany. And happy birthday again to your son. He is so gorgeous. I was glad to see that the other day. So, okay, so cousin John's birthday. What else do we have here? All right. So, Jamie, what will we have in the back? I guess one of the things that I was talking about, since I don't think anybody else is paid, I'm going to amuse myself and we shall talk about it. I'm
Sure.
just going to quick check my email. Doesn't look like it. Okay.
Hmm. Okay.
You're welcome very much, Tiffany. And that's one of the other things that I do. I help shift people's energy. I do long distance healing. But a lot of people that have come to me throughout the years, that you guys are finding your way back, I think because I'm getting serious about working. Jamie's a real slave driver, so he makes me work more than. But in all
um,
honesty, I am coming back to work like I'm showing up. So the long distance healing is very important. Going to eat dinner now. I'll be back. Okay, love you, Tiffany. Um, but yeah, people that I've known for years and they're coming back to me and the chakras, their energy system, I'm gonna just say it, looks like shit. So I have stuff on my YouTube channel. Even if you don't want to book a session with me, there's information there for you to help clear yourselves. So, or learn how to do it yourself. Either way, but I'm looking at people that have been completely shut down every single chakra. You're not doing your spiritual hygiene. That's some of the things that we'll have in the back.
mhm.
Some of the other things that I want to put out there, psychic development. That's something that I taught on Spirit Heart Cruise, and I'm going to break it up into different things because we all receive information in different ways. So you want to find out what's your primary, what's your secondary way of receiving, right? We all have strong points, but that doesn't mean that's the only way for you to receive information. Like just say some people are really good at like smelling things, hearing things, seeing. But seeing can be two ways: seeing in your third eye or outside of yourself. Hearing, like right, it comes in this way. Sometimes, like John Quirk, I heard him outside of my body, where I really thought somebody else was there. But I also, a lot of times when I'm working mediumship or with my guides, I will also hear it inside my own head. Somebody just told me they usually hear mediumship stuff or the guides in their own voice. I don't. Never, actually. So let's see. So far so good. What
Mm.
and I'll take any suggestions. I'm not going to say I'm going to do it, but I'll take any suggestions because I have to amuse myself first of what you will enjoy. Like, what would you enjoy learning? Like in the back part, because it's going to be a monthly subscription, a 30-day free trial. I think we're going to try next maybe week, Jamie, next Wednesday or something.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Yeah, and in addition to the things you talked about, that invaluable information that you're going to be put in that's exclusive to subscribers, right? But there's also going to be a monthly webinar, isn't there? And
Yes.
so, and that's where we're going to do what you suggested. Like, have it's going to be a small group, so it's going to be, you know, as opposed to like what we're doing now with the lives. Although I think you're still going to do them, but obviously any number of people can show up. This is going to be a very close knit, small group, that you'll be like obviously teaching and reading and coaching and that kind of thing, and that's going to be a monthly thing that's included in the membership fee, and there'll be other things as well, but we're developing it at the moment. But that's basically
Um,
um,
there was still
yeah.
something on there. Yes, like the coaching and things like that, right? You were saying coaching, teaching different techniques and things like that. And yes,
Mhm.
manifestation. Um, but I also kind of like the idea of Q&A when I'm teaching people because it keeps me on my toes. If you guys ask me questions, spiritual questions and things like that, I love it because it keeps me sharp. When Jamie and I talk, how many times, Jamie, do I tell you this isn't coming from me?
Yeah, a
Like
lot.
it's just because I'll hear myself and it's like, okay, I'm channeling, so the
Hmm.
information coming through is just incredibly beneficial.
Hmm.
So it could be tailored to like very private individuals, you know what I mean, individual needs, but also expanded if it's just because there's like divine truth. You know what I mean? There's
Hmm.
things like is should because when they're doing the private thing, I thought we are gonna do something where they could ask me questions. I thought that was gonna be one of the perks. Like, you know
Oh
what I mean?
yeah, it
Oh, it's
is.
now the time to sell my house instead of because this live I feel like it's gonna get busier and busier and busier and it's
Mm.
gonna get hard to get on.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, that's
with
right.
the back end, that's something that I thought we're guaranteeing. For me going monthly, right? You said one
Hmm.
monthly, like teaching or
Yeah.
something like
Hmm.
that, but
That's right.
also doing the Q&As, the lives and things. So,
Absolutely. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. And also, there's going to be a private Facebook group that is by invitation only to subscribers. So that's going to be a great perk as well.
and the
So,
cool thing is that they support one another, not just me.
yeah, yeah, that's right. But it's all going to be itemized as to what's a part of the membership. You know, in fact, like on Daniela's website, what you can do is you can register an account for free, but then there's like extras that is part of the membership. So,
Hey, Megan. Sorry.
mhm, it's okay.
So what did you just say? I'm sorry.
Who, me?
Yeah, I thought I heard something for free. Did I
Oh
misunderstand?
yeah, yeah, yeah. You can register an account, but then to get the membership, you have to subscribe. But it's very clear. I'm going to make it very clear. I'm going to do a tutorial as well to put on the site, so it's very clear. And let me see. Oh yeah, so Maura is asking when is this starting? Well, any day now because I've pretty much set up the technicals. So
Well,
I mean,
he
like
got the
whenever you're
technical,
ready. Yeah.
right. The technical end is definitely set up. Um,
Hmm.
So that means I got to get serious, huh? So,
Hmm.
because what did you say?
Hmm.
How often? Like, how? Because I'm going to be doing new material and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And
Yeah.
like, how often am I going to be? Like you said, bi-monthly. Like information will be
Yeah.
on top of what we already talked about, and we'll be doing things on hi Deanna, crystals. Like that's one of because that's something that I really enjoy working with. We could even do like new moon rituals, full moon rituals. Um,
Hmm.
but yeah, I love working with crystals. That's a big
Hmm.
yes. Yes, more. You can
Yeah.
Venmo me.
Yeah. Well, is there a Venmo address? I'm not familiar with Venmo. I've never used it.
Give me 1 second.
Okay, then I can put it on
So,
above.
I think it's going to be a lot of fun, but it's also okay. You're gifting Megan. Okay, okay. You're going to be gifting Megan. I know where you live. So, what did you want to do? A 5 minute reading for Megan. So that's something that we could do. Yeah, I'll give you my.
Mhm.
You really want that though, don't you, Joe? You asked me for the Venmo link. Give me a second. And what I'll probably do is send it to you. Okay. It's going to give me a hard time. More, I'll just give you, I guess next time we'll add it, but I think it's like Daniela D1, but I don't want to mess with it right now. So let's see if Megan Corp is still here. Oh, yeah, she is.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
oh my
yeah.
God, Laura, you
She
don't
is
have to
here.
do that. I
She
love you.
messaged. Hmm. Yeah,
Okay, so let's do a quick 5 minute one from Megan. What do you think?
yeah. Megan is here because she messaged just a moment ago.
I miss you too, Amy. I love you. So hopefully I'll get to see you this year. Hello, Debbie. Thank you for being on. All right, so let me just start. In God's white light, the highest and greatest good of all is John present. Okay. Hi, Meg. I just asked if John is present, and I'm getting, yes, I am. I am here. But hey, baby girl. He's saying, give my love to your sister, your brother, and my mom. I'm sorry, your mom, not his mom. Sorry. And mom, meaning yours. He's saying, don't be sad. He's saying that you know I'm here. If you didn't believe yourself, believe her. Because you get validation. I can't wait to see you too. Um, what he's saying to me is she sees and hears me. I believe he's talking about your daughter, Nat. Yeah, Natalie. Because I'm hearing Nat, like not Natalie, but Nat. He plays with her. I'm watching him, like run after her, like but with tickles. He's saying she sees me, she knows me. Huh. I love that. She told me he pokes her. Yeah, because he's being like a real playful grandpa. Okay, but he's getting serious. Um, he said like it's because he's looking very energized. He's looking healthy, you know what I mean? And he's looking younger than probably I don't know what he looked like when he passed, but he looks pretty darn good. And he's saying had he stayed, he wouldn't have had this energy. Like he wouldn't have liked the grandfather that he would have had to be because he just wouldn't have been well. I can't get my time back. I don't know what that means. With her. With Megan? Yes. He's saying he wanted to spend more time with you. It's just not, I can't get my time back with her. Megan, did you two, like, it just seems like a very strong communication. I don't know if you were both equally close or you just had that type of connection with your dad. I don't know. It just seems like similar wavelength. Oh shit, that's yeah. Okay. Because it just seems like you can both really connect and understand one another. And I know you're a twin, but it just doesn't feel the same. Like he loves his children, but yeah, there's an intimacy between you and understanding. He's saying she's my girl. Yeah, but it's just that you got your dad on a deep level. That's what he's telling me. Mm. What he's showing me, um, at first he kissed Paula on the mouth, and then he's showing me standing behind her, but wrapping his arms around Paula. So please let her know that he's squeezing her. He wants to like give this message, give my love to mom. Like he's saying he wants her to be happy. He feels like she needs a fuller life. But you, what he's saying, but you put a part of herself on the shelf after his passing. Yeah, I just did 5 minutes, but that's what is it? I will. I just told my friend that I needed a hug. Oh, yeah, he just adores you, but he loves playing with the baby. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. So I hope this helps, and give my love to your mom too. Thank you. Can you believe I've never met her though?
Have you not? Okay.
No, no. I mean, I've seen pictures. My aunt was her grandma. You're very
Mhm.
welcome. And thank you, Maura. That was very kind. Yeah,
Mhm.
I remember her as like maybe 3 years old, seen his picture of these two cute little twin girls and everything. They're absolutely adorable, but I don't think I ever met them. Yeah. Okay, so what else do we want to? I've never met Megan's work, and she's one of my best friends. Ah, Cindy's Paula's sister. Thanks, Paula really needs that. I'm glad because John came through very clear and he really wanted to connect with Paula. He does not like that she's kind of stuck, you know? That's not what he wants for her. Yeah, that is
Mhm.
excellent. Okay, so
Mhm.
what else do I do, Jamie?
What else do you do? Work wise.
Work wise.
Yeah, work wise. Okay,
Okay, I'm
so
going to talk about one of the things that you said yesterday when I
mhm,
was walking, the
sure.
meditation. You were
Hmm.
saying like that's one of the things to teach people how to meditate
Mm.
in a different way and do the affirmations.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah, that's a good one. Hmm.
yep, I'm going to teach about chakras. But
Hmm.
one of the things that I really like because spiritual hygiene is very, very
Hmm.
important. And that's what I'm talking about. People are not taking care of themselves. And if you don't, your energy stinks. Okay?
Hmm.
I've not talked to one person that's completely closed down and they're like, yeah, I feel pretty good. No, they're like, I'm existing. And it's just like life is a bit of a drudgery. Nothing really makes me happy. And why be alive? Why go through these experiences? And I even say to myself, like, people can really irk me sometimes because I don't like people that are entitled, that get to my
Hmm.
nerves pretty damn fast. I don't
Hmm.
like disrespectful people. So, but I am professional, so I won't say to them what I would like to if they were in my life.
Yeah.
So I have to hold my tongue. I will not work with them, but they've already upset me. And sometimes I can get stuck in that energy for a couple of hours. Yes, I
Hmm.
can, Sophia. Just give me a moment. So I think it's ridiculous that even myself, I forget that I can clear my energy. And one of the best things and the easiest, quickest way is when even step into nature, right? It could be on my patio, feel the
Mm.
sun, and just tap into that energy. But yes, anyone can do it, but I think it does take a little bit of practice. Because when I first started, I would tell people I don't know how to meditate, I don't know how to meditate. Not knowing all along, I always meditated, just not the way the gurus tell you. So
Yeah.
I think that's ridiculous because I think there are things in this life, whether spiritual or regular, they set you up for failure, making it seem so hard, but it's not.
It's true.
So, yeah,
Hmm.
so that's not what I aspire
Hmm.
to do. I aspire to
Mm.
make
I
things as
agree.
simple as possible.
Yeah.
So, and why, like when I do the walking meditation, I love the exercise, I love nature, but think about it, like for me, when I feel the
Hmm.
wind on my face, I really feel like source energy, whether you want to say God, whatever word you want to use. So that makes me high. And what better way to harness that energy for your meditation? Like, like not so much your meditation, but the affirmations. Because I'll go through my prayer, whatever you want to call it. I'll do the Bible 4 degrees, but I do stuff like really going deep and healing myself, moving things and stuff like that. I work
Yeah.
on such a level, you know, but at the end, I want to do my affirmations because I'm always trying to change my life. I'm always trying to change my energy. But the quickest way, if you have a relationship already with meditation, things like that, you can just close your eyes in that spot and download.
Yeah.
And instantaneously, I feel better. And I kind of feel stupid because it's like, okay, how many years have I been doing this? Why did I let myself feel like poop for 2 hours being pissed off? So stupid. It's just, or to be in fear. We all slip, and it's jumping tracks where we need to, like, oh my God, because especially if you're hearing bad news, the war, um, the shortages. Well, how about let's be in a state of fucking empowerment? Because
Hmm.
every time we're listening to social media, the news, it's to take away our power. Okay?
Mm.
I think there's a lot of misinformation. There's a lot of propaganda. Okay, there's
Mm.
a food shortage. Okay. So wherever you stand on that, how about let's become empowered? Even if you live in an apartment like I do now, I still have been growing a bunch of things. right? You can have, and there's people that are really good at this. I've signed up where they really teach you the horticulture. And if they even, the one that I'm involved with, he teaches the spiritual aspect of it as well, how we're all connected. Because when you're really connected to nature, the cycles and everything like that, it's actually a very spiritual thing. Like even when you're growing things, like the whole putting the seed into the ground and watching that baby come up. Like you remember how excited you were when you did it in school? We lost the magic. So being connected with nature like that, whether it's in your backyard, it's on the patio, whatever it is, even like Jamie, you mentioned one time how you can go like it's commune or whatever, like everybody goes, right? And you take care of your plot and things like that. There's
Mhm.
different things that you can do. So instead of
Mm.
crying and worrying about it, take a proactive step. Okay?
Mm.
Just one of the
Yeah,
things. Let's
that's
see.
that's true.
Nothing is more powerful than holding your first tomato that you grew. And that's the
That's
truth.
true.
The
That's
food
true.
tastes delicious.
Mhm.
Um, you're not spraying poison on your own food. You can
Mhm.
grow it organically, save tons of money. And one of the things that I'm doing is if I buy something like bok choy, like I'm just amazed at how everything is a lot of money, but I'll use most of it and save the bottoms and then put it in some water, different things. Like it seems lately everything's growing, and that doesn't even seem like me, but it's working. It definitely is. And I guess a couple of years ago when COVID started, I was growing everything in the backyard. Remember that? Like how
I
everything
do.
grew?
I
So
do.
I
Mhm.
just never thought of myself that way. So Miss Sophia, you are on
Mm.
deck. Luke gave me some questions to ask. Let's do it.
Mhm.
What are the questions that Luke wants to know? I really wish he was on live. I do not have a green thumb.
Mm. Mm.
Laura, I did not either, man. I never thought that I did. One of the things that I do though is I pray. I pray daily. When I do my meditations, I pray for my plants. Moore said, I ask my plants to grow and nourish my family. There you go. So I send healing energy towards my plants, just like I do for people. And I ask the spirits of nature, whether you believe in that stuff or not, whatever you want to ask God to do it, you want to ask an archangel, you want to ask a fairy to do it, whatever it is, we're connected to everything. Just pull in that energy. If you believe that you can't do it, then you have your answer. But if you believe that it's possible, there you go. So
Mm.
yeah, like it's just been amazing. Okay, the biggest thing he wants to know is just how he's doing and hoping he is happy. That's
Mhm.
pretty basic. Are you sure you don't have anything a little more specific? Okay. So let me just ask. In God's white light, the highest and greatest good of all, is Luke's grandpa there now? Are you on alone? Okay. I'm getting that yes, he's here. He feels very lovely. And he does the energy that I'm picking up from him, a very strong relationship with his grandson. Like it's his boy, like this special person. He's saying like Luke always made time for me. He's very caring, he's very considerate. I'm hearing he's a special boy. I really love being with him. I loved our conversations. And I will always be there. I'm watching him hold something. Yeah, so that's nice. Okay, and that's what I okay. Sophia, I know you're not married that long, but have you been talking children? There's a reason I'm saying this. I think Luke would like this, but I don't want to. Yes, you have.
Mhm.
Okay. Grandpa's very visual, like he's able to show. He's talking to me, but he's also showing me things. But he was holding a baby. Not yet. meaning for you, but he's hoped the baby's with me. He's just showing me, I can see. I like surprises, so I don't want to spill the beans, but Grandpa can't keep a secret. Nice. Very nice. Yeah, yeah. He's saying I love them both very much. He feels so much comfort with you guys, like saying, like you really made time for him. Okay. So it just seems, from what he's telling me, um, it meant a lot to him because from what he's sharing, not everybody was able to do that with him. But you guys really made him feel important and you made him feel loved. So I hope that helps Luke. I really wish he was on, but I guess it is recorded. But I would have liked to have gone back and forth to see if he had any other questions. But what was one of the questions? Is he happy? As I said that, I heard, I'm happy now. And the reason why he's saying that is because the almost the whole time he had a baby in his arms. So he likes that. Let me just ask him another question. Okay. All right, I asked him something, but it's kind of funny. What is his first name? If you could just give me that. Because he definitely doesn't want me. Like, my name is Daniela. I'm named after my father, Daniel. He does not want that. Okay, Dennis, that's so funny. That's my son's name. Okay, he does not want you to name a girl Denise. He wants a Dennis. That's what I asked him. Yeah, I said, are you sure you don't want a Denise? And he said, no. So I hope that helps you, Sophia, and give your husband my love. One day I'll meet you guys again. Well, I'll meet him and I'll see you again. So, Jamie, you ready to wrap this bad boy up?
Sure.
Okay, so everybody will be on next Sunday. It's just been a really long several days. Meg and Crook. I don't know what Meg's laughing at. So, everybody have a great night. We'll see you 7 o'clock next week. Tally ho. Oh, you're welcome, Sophia. Love you.